Hi guys, so Joe Evershed asked me about a very busy event. What kind of designs would you do? So I am going to show Joe and others on the group how to minimize your designs. So here I'm using obviously my wand strokes as I always do, and I'm creating a snake. So here you can see me paint, and I'm using a 5/8 size brush, short angled. That is in the set that I now sell. And most people, when they see this quick snake, the boys sometimes say, oh, it looks like a butterfly, because you've got sort of like the top two parts and then the two bottom parts of the head. Obviously I'm coming off to the left because I'm left-handed, but you guys, if you're right-handed, will probably want that to go off to the other side. I'm putting a curl in this one, but if time's really of the essence, I wouldn't even bother with the curl. I would just go really quick and just do a slithery snake. You can also put this snake in different positions. I've done this one on the forehead, but you can have them coming down by the cheek. Joe, if you need it broken down any more than this, please let me know and I will do one on a bigger board and break it down further for you. I've now just used a number 2 round brush to do like teardrop eyes, which you will be able to see there. And then I turn to my detail brush. You can use a number 2 or a 2-0. I think I used, not a number 2, sorry, a 1 or a 2-0 or a 3-0. Again, if anyone's interested in a set of brushes that I now sell on my website, they are on there. I've just had to put the price up because I was shock horror. I went onto my supplier and they've had a huge price increase. So they're not £60 now, they are now £70 because they've gone up substantially in price, like anything else. And I don't really make money on these brushes, just a few pounds because of me having to buy so many in. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do that. But yeah, I don't really make a lot on these at all. So I'm just doing the outlining of this snake, and I don't use any stencils. I never use stencils anyway. I've got hundreds of them, but I no longer use them as I find they slow me down. So I'm just creating little patterns to make it look like it's got some movement. And also when I do the body, I just do like sort of little ununiform blobby shapes. There's no really grand name for that technique. It's just ununiform sort of splodges on the snake, and it works. Do the tongue in black, but then right at the end I put a little bit of red within that black because obviously the children would like to see a red tongue. So this snake, when I'm being ultra quick, would probably take me less than 2 minutes. And as I said, these are the 4 designs that I minimise to on very busy jobs. I'll either start off with the 4 designs, or an hour to the end of a busy event, say at the race course that we do, the different race courses for the jockey club, we will then minimise to the 4 designs. And yes, the first few people will be disappointed that they possibly can't have a unicorn or Spider-Man, but this will make you feel much better about clearing that line down and getting more children painted. And after those first few that are disappointed, the others will just be really happy that they got their faces painted, or at least their parents will be really happy that they got their faces painted. So here I am going to now paint a spider, and this is really quick. It's even quicker than the snake. I very often do them in black, like a blacky grey white 1 stroke, but I have been known to do it in browns as well, browns and blacks, to make it look like a tarantula, and I feather them. Again, if you need me to break this down with a closer tutorial, please let me know and I will do that for you, and I'll show you how you can feather it to make it look more like a tarantula. But this tutorial is definitely just for those 4 minimal designs. So I've done the round body. Then at the top you do like a little semicircle and a little triangle at the bottom. There may be even tutorials already on the group, so see if you can find any. I can't remember now, there's so many videos. And then I am just doing thin to thick legs for the spider. Again, Joe, if you want me to just break that down slower, please let me know and I will do that for you. You can do it at the top of their head. I very often incorporate this into a full face Halloween design with cobwebs coming down either side for symmetry. Very often I don't put this spider in the middle of their forehead. I do it at the side of their face, which I will show you shortly, just to break it down. I wouldn't do 2 spiders on their face. This is just me showing you different positions for those spiders. So here I'm just using a smaller brush now, because I treat these boards as if it's like the space and the painting within the constraints that you've got. So if you've got a small little face to paint, so I've just downsized from the 5/8 brush to the 1/2 inch long angle brush. Again, it's in the set, and I'm just doing exactly the same. And obviously you will be thinking, what about the eye? So basically you just get them to close their eye and you just give the impression that the spider's legs are coming sort of over the eye, but you're not painting eyelids, you're just literally just hitting it. You don't even go on their eyelids, because if they close the eyelids they'll smudge it. You just give the impression as if that leg's coming above their eyebrow, if that makes sense. But again, if you need some closer instructions, please let me know. So there you have your 2 boy designs, your 2 quick designs. Obviously we say now it's optional for boys and girls, because we don't want to assume that all boys want snakes and spiders and all girls want a flower or a butterfly. They are entitled to have whatever they like these days, and we do find that happens quite a lot. And here obviously I'm doing a quick rose just to show you how it can be done. Again, there's plenty of rose videos, but I can always do more and show you how to break that down. But it was me showing Joe how quick these designs happen. And you don't even, if you use a nice strong colour, you won't even have to outline or do anything else other than just get this rose on their face. And I would do it coming from the middle of their eye for the best positioning. I think sometimes when people do the rose at the bottom of their cheek, it's too bottom heavy, and it just looks a little bit off. So if you can, just do it like a C-shaped design, like how you'd wear a fascinator, and have it coming out of the middle of the side of their eye, if that makes sense. And here, if you have time, I just did a few little swirls using a liner brush just to make it look pretty, and a few dots. But again, you don't have to do that. And remember your iridescent glitter just to sparkle over the top as well. And then finally, the 4th quick design will be a side butterfly. So here I'm just using a pretty 1-stroke. I thought I'd use like a purple and blue one on this one, and I just do the top part of the butterfly, then the bottom wing, the side butterfly. And usually, because I'm painting that quick, I glitter quite quickly to let it dry, give you some dryness to the paint, because you'll be painting on this really quickly and you don't want the black paint to bleed into the one stroke, hence why you don't want to work too wet with your one strokes. Obviously, if you are following the tuition, you'll see that I do not paint very wet at all, and hence why you can paint your roses nice and quickly without any smudging, etc. So just doing the outline of the butterfly, making it a little bit blacker there, because then I'll add some more glitter to make that black look all nice and sparkly. Doing the quick antennae. And if you do have time, you can always paint some little white dots on it to make it look like an authentic butterfly, but very often, because you'll be painting that quickly, the black may still be quite wet. And then if you have time, you can always get your chunky glitter, and I do use this very sparingly because it's bad for the environment, whether it's biodegradable or not. Biodegradable still takes ages to disintegrate. So I'm just putting a little bit and around the design, not on the paint, because you will usually lift the paint off, or if they chip away at the paint as well, they will they'll pick the paint off, they'll pick the glitter off, and affect that as well. So I've just put some glitter on that rose just to show you the finished board. Again, remember, I'd only do one spider, not the two that I've done there. And there you have your finished board. Hope you like it. Bye guys.